Hello, everyone. This is the day that the Lord has made, and we will rejoice and be glad in it. One of my New Year resolution for 2020 was to get out of debt, especially credit card debt. I'm happy to say that I have just made my last payment today and I am out of credit card debts. I had 20,000 in credit card debts this in the beginning of this year, and today I just made the last payment. What a relief. The promised land of financial freedom suffers violence, and only the violently disciplined takes it by force. I really do believe that. Financial freedom doesn't just happen. One has to consciously work very hard towards attaining it. One has to come to the realization that one is in bondage of debt and have a strong desire to be free. The Bible tells us that the borrower is servant to the lender and that the rich rules over the poor. I prayed to God in the beginning of the year to give me divine wisdom and strategy, and I'd like to share them, hoping it'll bless somebody. So basically, I increased my income and decreased my expenses. I continued to pay my tithes, offering, and other benevolent giving because the Bible tells us that God is a portion of our inheritance. So I believe that God's kingdom must be included in our budget no matter what. I believe that we are honoring God by doing so. I increased my income by working extra hours at work. I believe it was God that opened the door and kept it open until I was done. I worked on holidays like Memorial Day, Martin Luther King Day. This got me extra pay. Working a holiday, you get paid a bonus. I filled in when co-workers took vacation. Sometimes I was on call from 11 p.m. to 8 a.m. during the weekend. But to the glory of God, most of the time, I didn't have to leave my home. I'll be on call, meaning I will leave my phone beside my bed saying if they need me, I'll go. But a lot of time I didn't have to go. In 7 months, I only had to leave my house twice to go see a patient. And to me, that's divine favor. So basically, when I was on call 11 to 7, I was sleeping. I will wake up in the morning and go about my business, but I have almost doubled my pay just by that being available. So I thank God for the strength to keep working these extra. I also prayed to God that the brook will not dry up, meaning that the need for the extra hours will be there until I finished paying off what I needed to pay off. I promised God that I would be a good steward of the resources He has committed into my hands. I began to assist my cousin in Nigeria with the university fees of one of his children. I decreased my income by cutting the following expenses. I stopped buying bottled water. I got a water filter instead. I really like Brita. I stopped spending money on my hair. I invested in a few nice wigs like this one. Actually, this one, my daughter got it for me. Bless her heart. She got this for her mom. She knows her mom doesn't spend money on hair, so she got her mom a wig. And I also have others that I bought myself. I did my own manicure and pedicure or paid my younger kids $5 each to do it. I bought certain items from the dollar store, like house cleaners, soap. You'll be surprised at the things you can find at the dollar store for just $1. I came up with a grocery budget. I allocated a certain amount for miscellaneous spending. I allocated some amount to giving outside of tithes and offering. I allocated some money towards home repairs. Most important of all, I made up my mind that every paycheck, every bi-weekly paycheck, I paid extra towards this debt. When my kids asked me for expensive toys, I promised them that I will get them a new iPad at the end of the year. And I will. Even though I was focused, and for the most part, I resisted the urge to overspend, but I slipped many times. To err is human. It's what you do with it. If it's what you do afterwards that matter. I slipped and bought some shoe and bag sets that I really wanted. I bought some outfits from Nordstrom Rack. I felt that, hey, Nordstrom Rack is cheaper than the main Nordstrom, so I'm saving money. I bought some designer purses. I bought some clothes on Amazon. But when I realized what I was doing, I quickly got a grip and stopped, and I concentrated on my goal. It's human to sleep, but when you do, don't beat yourself up. Get back up and press on to the mark of the high calling of debt freedom. At least I resisted the urge to buy expensive lace material. One thing I learned in all of this is that God causes everything to work together for our good when we trust Him, when we follow His leading and have the right attitude. When I got hired at my job a long time ago, I was required to work every Saturday. Nobody liked to work on weekends. Sometime along the way, a need arose for Sundays also, which of course nobody wanted to do. So I volunteered to work Sundays. This doubled my income because it was a bonus upon bonus. And this created the additional income I needed to pay off this debt. It just reminds me of the eagle. The eagle uses the storm to propel itself further. It gathers momentum during storms and flies higher. Now that I'm free of credit card debt, there is a sense of power and satisfaction that comes with not having this kind of debt. It's like an evil load has been taken off my shoulder. I give all the glory to God for giving me divine strategies, for giving me the strength to continue to work extra hours, for not letting the need for the extra hours to stop, and for not letting the extra hours to be like hard labor. Like I said, I slept through most of these extra hours. I don't know if I should even be saying that on video. I can truly say, like David, that God brought me out of the miry clay and out of the horrible pit. He has set my feet upon a rock. He brought water out of a rock for me. Who would have thought that such an opportunity will arise that created extra hours at work, that doubled my income? He, God, led me to the fish that had the financial breakthrough I needed. He made a way where there seemed to be none. The song that comes to my mind right now is, "You made a way when my back was against the wall and it feels that it was over. You made a way." And I'm standing here only because. Now that I'm free of credit card debt, what am I going to do? The Bible tells us that a dog returns to his vomit. Let us identify the habits that got us into debt in the first place, and let's be sure not to do them again. As for me, I do not plan to charge what I cannot afford to pay within a month. If a time comes that I desire to replace my car, I'll buy it cash. No more loans for me.